Ready? We're live.
Internet call.
Hi, this is
Yeah, you guys sent me a message on Reddit
yeah,
that to call in and talk.
absolutely. So, that our producer Zaz probably sent you that invite, and I like to go in blind and not know what's going on. What do you want to ask
Uh,
about today?
that's a scary fucking job going in blind.
I'm better at improv than acting. You're going to get the real answer from me.
All right, cool. I love honest truth. Go ahead. What was your question? I'm sorry.
No, I want to know what your question is. What you were posting about on Reddit today that caught my producer's eye, and what advice
Um,
can I give you?
I said, can you live with somebody who's emotionally unavailable?
I mean, if you have more details, I'd like to hear them. But my answer is yes. If your needs aren't so opposed to their personality, so let me clear that. If you're okay with somebody who is emotionally unavailable, absolutely it can work. If you need that more feedback and to be more emotionally intimate with that person, it's going to cause a lot of friction, and it's something you're going to have to work on. If they're unwilling to work on it, if they don't want to do counseling, if you don't want to do counseling, if there is a loggerheads where you can't find a happy medium, then my answer is also no. So it depends on how much you need this versus how much they don't want to change. Is there a particular situation that has triggered this, or
Yeah,
is this a constant thing?
there's a lot of history, and it's something that I want more than anything. And I finally discovered what emotionally unavailable meant. It answered a whole bunch of questions for me,
Okay.
uh, but it absolutely takes all the control away from me.
It does. It leaves you on your back foot waiting for what's going to happen next a lot when they're not cluing you into what they're thinking on that level, on any level, really. How long have you two been together?
Um, you want to hear a good story, or do you
I
want the
do.
short version?
I want to hear your
Uh,
truth.
we hooked up in high school. We got married at 19, and we split at 25, and we reconnected at 51,
Okay.
and um, and can't. I don't know how to make this work.
Well, how long have you been together from 51?
3 years now.
Okay.
So I
Um,
guess 50 when we got together. Yeah.
the
All
reason
right.
I ask that is because the high school versions of who you two were no longer exist. You're such a different
Correct.
person now from when you were
Correct.
18. And same with her.
Yeah.
So I think I love hearing stories where high school sweethearts get together again later in life and they make a go at it. And it's far less common to see it work out than to see it work. I'm sorry, it's far more often I hear stories of it not working out after they try than I hear it working. A friend of
Right.
mine, it just
Because
happened to
they're
recently.
looking at the person from the past and
Sure.
not the current person.
So I just wanted to draw that baseline with you. So you've been in this about 3 years. She's emotionally unavailable, and it's affecting you. I could hear the pain in your voice. You're struggling. Is a fair word, right?
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
And have you talked to her about this? Have you said, I need you to be more open? I need you to talk to me about what you love, what you're afraid of, what you
Um,
fear?
I've been I've been trying since day one, and I just recently discovered this emotionally unavailable, and then read it and went, wow, this hits everything. And then I passed the information on to her, and she read it and said, oh my God, it's like they've had a camera in our house.
It's amazing how
Um,
psychology sometimes does that. Like there are stereotypes exist for a reason sometimes. They're not necessarily
yeah,
rules, but yeah, they
yeah,
exist for a reason.
yeah. Yeah. So, but I don't see. I saw the big eyes get open. I saw her going, oh my God, I need to read into this more and researching it, but yet not applying anything. And I don't know how to keep doing that because my understanding of it is that I've been doing this and this and this,
Yeah.
trying to figure out all of these other things, and now I have a kind of a it's instruction manual, and it doesn't include me.
Yeah.
It's
It's not your,
all her.
yeah. I mean, on one hand, I'm saying it's not your problem, it's hers. But on the real hand is you're involved in this relationship and you're half of it. Yes, you have to maybe let some things go that you might want in a relationship. But the thing is, she has to be the one who has to read the help. She has to probably see a counselor to learn how to open up. I'm assuming at some point she learned this behavior or it was a defensive mechanism, and she has to learn how to treat you in the way that you want. Maybe in her previous relationship, that was normal, that was okay, that's her best way to survive it, sort of thing. But she needs to change this behavior with you if she wants this to work. And my question to her would be, do you love him? Do you want to put this effort into making it work? And if so, then you have to do it. And that might be something you have to ask her. Do you love me? Do you
No,
want this to work?
I've asked her.
And does she say
I've
yes?
asked her. Yes, every time.
Get her into therapy.
I don't question the love. It's there.
Yeah, I
It's
believe you. I believe
there.
you. I believe her when she tells you that. The next step is action. What are her actions going to be to change her behavior? Is she going to work on it, and how? Like, you both can come up with a plan, by the way, in ways that you could support her by going, taking her to therapy, waiting in the car, going in when needed, whatever it takes to be there and hold her hand through it. She's got to learn some new tools or unlearn some bad ones. And I think that's your next step is work with her on, if she agrees that you're worth saving and working on it, then what are the points? It's like, I want to build a house, but are you going to buy the lumber? Are you going to, dig the ground? Are you going to do all the things necessary to build the house? Or are you just going to say you want to build the house? Right now
Okay,
she
you
needs
can
to
believe
go
this
to
is my real name. You can believe this is my real name or not, but you are actually helping me right now. My name's Stephen.
Stephen.
Can I ask yours?
My name is Nathaniel. My nickname my whole life has been Hammer. You could call me either.
I like Hammer. Fuck yeah, I like Hammer.
The sad part is
Um,
it doesn't have any cool story behind it. So my friends just hated
that's
my real
okay.
name, so they made up something else.
I like that. No, even better. I
Yeah,
love the fact that there's nothing behind it. I
there's
love it.
nothing. Yeah. Listen, Steven,
Uh,
that's. I hope that helps. And if you guys work on this, even get her to call in, I'll talk with her. I want to know where you guys go with this. I don't want to just let it go and not hear back from you. I think
do you want to
it
hear
sounds.
her? Do
Yeah,
you
go ahead.
want to hear her side right now,
If she's comfortable to talk, absolutely.
Kate? Kate.
That's okay. It's okay.
And here's the disinterest.
That's okay. It's not going to
He want,
happen overnight. It's
I asked if he wanted to hear your side, and he said, if you're comfortable, do you want to give your side? I don't know what my side is. Mm.
just hand the phone to her if you don't mind.
Let me take you off a speaker
Oh,
so you
okay.
can talk to her without me.
Oh, I didn't know it was on speaker. I could do this on speaker too. I don't. Hi, Kate. This is Nathaniel.
Hi, Nathaniel.
I hope you're having a great night. This show is about being positive and educational and helping people. So nothing I say is meant in any way to paint you in any negative light. What I was telling Steven here was that I believe you love Steven. I believe you want this to work, and I believe that you've found out that perhaps you have some tools in your communication work chest that aren't working out for you too. And what I think is that I believe you both want to work on this and that you both can. But the step is, as I was talking to Steven, is wanting to build a house and actually building a house are two different things. And right now, you guys are trying to build a relationship and you want to fix things. It's now time for action. In by that I mean, you could try some self-help books. You can start doing research, and you could absolutely start seeing a counselor or a therapist to just talk about why you are perceived. I'm not saying you're emotionally unavailable, because I don't know you. That you're perceived as unemotionally unavailable, and what you could do to open up more and work on new tools to deal with Steven and communicate with Steven on a level where you're both comfortable. Because I don't expect that you're going to automatically be the person that you both think maybe you should be. It's going to take time, and there's going to be progress, and Steven's going to have to make concessions too, and you're going to meet somewhere in the middle. But this is the time to go to the hardware store and start buying lumber and putting work into building that house. And it's going to be work. It's not going to be just sitting back and hoping things change, because hoping for change in relationships and personality doesn't work. It takes actual work. And I kind of want to see how you feel about that.
Oh, it's a metaphor.
I'm a metaphor guy.
Yeah.
And
I kind of laughed at it.
some because I was trying to use them.
I don't need to. Just I like rolled my eyes, and then you thought I was being a,
You rolled your eyes, which means a negative reaction.
It's, you know what? It's
Okay.
actually okay if I'm a third person in this, and I'm just one person in this. So it's okay to feel that way about some stranger on your phone saying, "Hey, do this." Let me just go with this. Whatever the reaction is, tomorrow morning, wake up and just look into ways to become more emotionally available. Regardless of anything I said, just try to look it up. And again, I think, you both have to hold each other's hands through this. You both want this relationship to work. So find ways to research this and learn more about it, and ways to build new tools for this new relationship. I know it's been 3 years, but it's still a pretty new relationship, even though you guys met in high school.
Yeah.
We're not the same people we were.
No. No, you remember your favorite band back then and what you think of them now? My favorite bands are very different right now. Like I couldn't talk to 18-year-old me without slapping him. So you're two new people, and it's a fairly new relationship. And I honestly, I can sense, I could hear the love Steven has for you and how much he wants this to work out. And, I think also the older people get when they meet, the more it takes ways to learn to communicate and talk it out, because you have it's not baggage, it is who you are. And it's harder to change when you get, it's that can't teach an old dog new tricks thing. It's appropriate for people too. You can't take a Cleveland fan to make him a Ravens fan just because the team moved. He's set in his ways.
Thank you. Give me some more football.
Football analogies work. I got it. Listen, just promise me this. You guys will work on it, and you will get back to us and let me know what happens, because I care. I want to know that that this can work out. That it's the work thing. And if you guys research any of my posts,
I want to know that too. Can you help me out there?
I got you. What?
I said, I want to know that too. Can you help me out there?
Yeah. I will absolutely help. So
no, I meant I want to know that too. I want to know that. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm sorry. I it's harder on a speakerphone sometimes to hear. Or to get the meaning sometimes. We all do. I mean, clearly you do, and you deserve to know. But I sense a lot of love in the room. You guys give it some extra go juice. Hit the gas pedal. What's a good football term? I don't want to go Hail Mary. I don't think you're there yet. But maybe come out after the halftime with a new strategy to execute.
Just don't use prevent defense, expecting it to work out.
Yeah, don't prevent defense.
Wow, that is really well said.
Cool. Guys, I'm going to let you go. We're about done for the evening. Thank you for calling in. And again, reach out. You can message me at any time with any other thoughts you have, both of you. I don't want to come between you. Everything I say, I will make sure it's something I could say to both of you. And my goal is to hopefully, see you guys to the next level. And I want an invite to the wedding.
Wow, the second one?
I'm not going to come, but send me the invite.
This time, that's the deal, though.
Yeah, that's pushing too far, I know. But I think you guys definitely have a future.
Okay.
Thanks, Hammer.
All right, thank you. Have a great night.
I don't care how you got it. I love being able to call someone Hammer. So thank you.
You're welcome. You can always call me Hammer. It's certainly better than Nathaniel sometimes.
Have a good night, bud.
You too, sir. Have a great night, both of you.
Later, Stephen and Kate.